Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin and I am the Dream Decipherer. And I help you to crack the code of your sleep and dreams so you can sleep sound and dream deep. This evening I'm starting a series called The Essences of Peaceful Sleep. And it's a four-part series. And in this first part, I will be setting the scene and explaining to you about essences, what they are, and how they can help, as well as what I'll be sharing with you over the next three um, lives after this one. So, uh, decided to take a to explain how vibrational essences or flower essences can be used to help us to relax and sleep better. Um, they help us to get through and work with difficult emotions and go through them so that we can find a place that is more peaceful and therefore better equipped to enable us to sleep. I will be suggesting essences from my own essence range, Spirit of Makasutu Essences, that can help to address troublesome emotions that may be keeping you up at night. But before I do any of that, I really think it's essential that I explain exactly what vibrational essences are, because even with clients who have been with me a while, if they'll mistake what I'm giving them and don't really understand what it is that I'm giving them. So I'm going to explain that first, and then you'll understand how and why essences work to help us to relax and get to sleep. So, what exactly are vibrational essences? Well, you can define them in a couple of ways, but flower or vibrational essences in the wider sense, because essences these days are made from crystals, the time of year, special events, different things, animals. And so we use the more umbrella expression of vibrational essences because they work at the vibrational level. And I'll come back to that in a second. But vibrational essences basically take advantage of the power of water to absorb, store, and transmit information. And if you've ever heard of the book Messages from Water or The Secret Life of Water by Dr. Masaru Emoto, he shows graphically that what vibrations in terms of speech can do, or music or sound in general, can impact water and how healthy it is. To give you an example, there was plants that were watered with water from three different bottles. One had written on the bottom of it, "I love you." One was, "I ignore you." The third bottle was had written on the bottom of it, "I hate you." When the plants were watered with these different um, bottles of water, the one that had "I love you" had the biggest blooms, the largest leaves, and looked the healthiest. The one that was "I ignore you," where the plants were ignored, were a bit stunted. The ones that were had "I hate you" actually rotted and spoiled. So it does show you that not only our words have power, but they have the power to impact people even when transmitted through water. The other way to look at flower essences is to that they function as emotional tuning forks. And what I mean by that is that science has proven over and over again that we all vibrate. Everything on this planet vibrates. Everything in the universe vibrates to a particular signature. If you think of the human body as an orchestra where all the different members are playing different tunes but playing together, we call that health. When for some reason one of the members of the orchestra, could it be the liver, could it be the heart, could it be the joints, starts to go out of tune and starts to interfere with the smooth play of the rest of the orchestra, that's what we would call ill health. What vibrational essences will do is to issue a true note. So if our vibration is doing this, the essence is holding the note to bring us back into balance again. So there you have it. That's the long and short of vibrational essences and what they are. What they are not, however, is aromatherapy. I get this time and time and time again. Oh, I'm going to give you, the conversation goes like this. Oh, I'm going to make up some essences for you that can help you to sleep better, whatever it is. Oh, some aromatherapy. How does it smell? No, it's not aromatherapy. And the difference between flower essences and aromatherapy is simply this. Flower aromatherapy comes from the physical properties of a plant. It could be the leaves of a geranium plant. It could be rose petals. It could be the skin of an orange or lemon. So it's the physical properties of a plant that are distilled and creates an oil, a concentrated oil with the physical properties of the plant incorporated into that oil. As for flower essences, if you think of the aromatherapy as the body of a plant, aromatherapy of flower essences or vibrational essences will act as the soul of the plant. There's nothing physical taken away from the plant material. It is pure energy. It's an energetic transfer that works through the combination of sunlight and water and the plant material that goes into the water and then is preserved with alcohol, brandy, glycerin. Happen to use a non-alcoholic um, preservative called red shiso, which is made from a Japanese mint. So when somebody says that you're taking essences, they're not taking anything physical from a plant. They're taking the energy only. Now, some of you may have heard of things like rescue remedy or the batch flower remedies. Most people have only heard of rescue remedy, or also called the 5-flower remedy, but fail to recognize that the batch remedies encompasses 38 remedies in addition to the combination remedy. And so it's almost become a victim of its own success. People want a quick fix, so they take an essence, a rescue remedy to get over the hump temporarily, rather than actually trying to unwrap some of these emotions that are troubling us from day to day. Now, how do essences actually work? Essences work by heightening or highlighting what is essentially not working within us or causing us difficulty. So, whereas we may not be consciously aware of what is wrong, the essences can bring up those deep seated and often hidden emotions to light so that you can look at them and deal with them. So, it's about becoming aware, noticing what you're feeling, how you're feeling, and when you're feeling it. And you start to learn about who you are, and you learn who you are by learning who or what you are not, and essences can help bring that out so that you know, and can be more familiar with who you are and what it is that makes you tick, as well as what is it that's causing a drag on your emotional life. Interestingly enough, animals and young children get it immediately. They respond literally within seconds to essences. And the reason why is simply because they don't know what double blind placebo controlled experiments are. They can't read. They don't know what essences are, but they just accept the energy. And for to give you an example, I've used my orange essence with children who are young babies who were teething and fretful and cranky because their gums were sore. And I've seen babies literally go from screaming because of their teething pain to smiles in seconds, when mom puts a few drops of the essence on her finger and rubs it on the baby's gums. Literally in seconds. It took me longer to tell you about it than it did for the essences to actually work. So adults are a bit more difficult. Our mind gets in the way. We talk about what is it, how does it work, why does it work, how do I know it's working, when does it stop working, etc. Instead of just allowing the energy to flow into us and to change the out of tune vibration that we're experiencing. So how how do you use the essences? Well, it's actually quite simple. If you're in a hurry like me, you can put a couple of drops on your tongue, but usually you can put it in a small glass of water and sip that. You can make up a small bottle and take it every day, which is really when you're trying to address a long-standing issue, is the best way because the energetic message is being repeated on a daily basis to affect a change in our emotional patterns. You can put the drops in your bath, you can put them in a burner, you can put them on your pulse points. If a mother is breastfeeding, if she's taking the essences, the baby will absorb the energy through her. And or simply, if you're again working with a baby, you could um, put some on your hands and then just stroke the aura, the energy around the baby for the baby to absorb the energy of the essence. So it's really quite easy to get this into your energy system. When I was working as a when I was running a complementary therapy project, the building that we used was full of heavy energy because of the various isms and schisms that were going on between staff. And I started making sprays for people to use in their rooms to clear the energy. And people started nicking other people's sprays in order to be able to calm down the energy in their own rooms. So it doesn't matter how the energy is released into the area or person, as long as it's able to reach them. Now, um, I thought it would be interesting to talk a little bit about the how flower essence therapy actually came about. And it's actually been around for thousands of years. There's evidence that the ancient Egyptians used the dew from flowers. The Aborigine people of Australia have, for 40,000 years or more, have known to sit near a plant or in the midst of a plant in order to be able to receive its healing benefits. In modern times, it was the Dr. Edward Batch of the Batch Remedies fame that is considered the father of modern essence therapy. He was a Harley Street doctor who was also a bacteriologist, a pathologist, and a homeopath who was looking for gentler ways of being able to do healing. When he was diagnosed with cancer and given only 3 months to live, he quit Harley Street and started researching ways to help people to heal, but in a gentle way. And over time, over some 20 years, he developed the what has come to be known as the batch flower remedies, 38 remedies plus the combination rescue remedy. Now, it's interesting about his life is that 20 years after he was supposed to be dead within 3 months, he completed these 38 essences and the combination essence and considered his work done and died peacefully in his sleep. He was still full of cancer when he died, but it had reduced to the point because he had found a purpose to keep him going and healing to reduce the troubled states of mind that he suffered from. So there you have it, flower essences or vibrational essences and how they work and what they do or what they can do. And in the second part of the series, I'll be looking at stress busting essences. There'll be, in the next 3 lives, there'll be different essences for different types of emotional states. And next week, we'll be looking at stress busting. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great evening and week to come. And I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.